IPLcast 63, everybody. I think it's possibly the last one this year. The next one we have
For the
scheduled
year,
is,
yeah.
yeah, I believe the next one. Oh, wait, hold on.
What?
It's checking on the health of the stream.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
we lost a couple of frames in that one. All right, we're starting. Freaking finally. There we go. Welcome to IPLcast 63, everybody. Possibly our last one of the year, coming to you from. Guy, I wish I could say it was hell hot, but it's actually kind of okay. Sydney, in the continuing deterioration of our planet as it is. Um, and it's Gino and Megan on this side of the Pacific.
Hello.
Sorry,
Mm,
on this side of the ocean. And streaming over in Western Europe, although they're not Western Europe anymore. They're their own thing now. Coming to you from the UK is Katie.
Hi, everyone.
So yeah, from what I understand, this is the last IPL cast we'll have this year, if I check my calendar correctly, and I'm not known for being good on my calendar. Yes, it is. Next week is Boxing Day. The day after is going to be it's going to be the day after New Year. So we're greeting the New Year quite well. 26
Yahoo.
2017 looking to be a really good year for both the IPL cast and the IPL in general and Pokemon. As a matter of fact, if you are picking up the game over Christmas, we'll try not to spoil anything. But suffice it to say, you should have avoided the internet before doing all of that. So how is
Indeed. If not, well.
yeah? It's I mean, if you've been on the internet and you haven't been playing Sun and Moon yet, um, there's enough spoilerific material in there to ruin your day. But anyway, let's talk about
Mm.
let's talk about in general what's been going on. So let's see, where are we at the game? Because I am trying to complete the Pokédex now. I am on a bizarre, exotic quest to complete the Pokédex.
Um, I'm crystal hunting.
Crystal, okay, Z crystals.
Yes.
Right, how many of them are there in
I've
total?
I don't know.
Okay.
Um, well, if I remember correctly, there's a special one which is the Snorlax's one. That's a special one.
Hmm.
There's the Eevee one. There's the Pikachu's one. The Alola Raichu's one, and all of the elements.
Yeah, there's a fair few.
Oh, and there's also the free starter Z crystals for your Pokemon as
Yeah,
well.
but you get that as a course. You get at a course of the story anyway.
Yeah. You get the. I'm not gonna say this
Yeah, you'll get
because
them. You'll get them. Don't
the
worry, you'll
ad.
get them.
Yeah.
Megan, how are you doing? Where are you at the game?
I've just finished collecting the UBs and the pretend UB, and I think at the moment I'm going to start trying to do that shiny hunting with the calling your friend mechanic.
Yeah, I've seen.
Where you got to chain it.
It's
Oh.
yeah,
Doing
I've
that.
seen that. It's really good. Like finding shinies in this is not at all bad. I've tried to complete the
It'll be
Pokédex.
nice to actually want them to keep calling their friends.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's.
It
I'm
took me
gonna say
20
this.
minutes. It took me 20
Yeah.
minutes to catch a Persimmon because he wouldn't stop calling Trumbeak.
I have.
I'm gonna say this.
Mm.
It's not easy doing that, and you need a special item to actually try and get them and such. So.
Yeah. Look, that's why I'm completing the Pokédex. I've also got the if I understand it correctly, I've got like 80 adrenaline orbs right now. It's
18?
80, 80.
80?
If I'm right, I bought them at discount Costco. One, like yeah. There's a place in there's a pl-
Dude!
there's a place in Alola where you can grab stuff at discount, and it is like I've never been in real life that much of a subscriber of the bulk buy kind of thing, unless you had a big enough need to get bulk buy and you needed to get like long storage goods and all of that stuff. But Pokemon, man, the fact that you need to bulk buy all of these items means that having that shop around is so useful.
Yeah.
You get a 50% discount ticket on visits as well.
Wait, are you talking about the one near, what was it, that battle thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
You get a Pacific Quest if you go there.
Yeah. I go there primarily for the discounts. So I've been trying to I've been trying to complete the Pokédex. It's been going well. It's actually been going really well since I have a Litten. You gave me a Litten last IPLcast. And that's gonna help.
Did.
Yeah, because once
Oh, by the way, I did find a Cyndaquil.
Yeah, so did
Oh,
I.
nice.
It's not like I
Cyndaquil.
don't know how to use Island Scan.
I don't.
I'm still trying to get used to it.
I need to get.
But-
I'm doing Island Scan in an. Well, I don't know if Cyndaquil actually registered in the Pokédex. I have to check. But yeah, I have a Cyndaquil. It's happy. Yep, I've named it Arson, Mr. Arson. So anyway, yeah, that's how it's looking. It's. I haven't tackled the battle tree past the introduction battle.
I have not either.
I've
Oh my
done
god. I clawed tooth and nail all the way there. My Pokemon were exhausted. And the second I stepped in, I had to fight Red.
Yeah.
Red
yeah,
or blue?
I totally
I
had
read
that
that.
problem. This is where I told you that I lost. Because I went through
I didn't.
I went through the pony gauntlet. I was
Yep.
training a different I was training a Pokemon from like level 20. So the thing wasn't viable at all. But I wanted it to get the experience. So I trudged through it.
had 2 Pokemon that were still alive. And thank God I had at least 1 revive because I needed it for my Raichu.
See, basically I took out my strongest Pokemon. So I had nothing to defend against this guy when the battle came. Because I wasn't expecting the battle. I was expecting to walk straight in
I
there
know.
and then have to deal with it. But I
I was
couldn't even say
expecting-
no.
No, I was expecting to at least reach someone who would heal me first and then.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's pretty obvious that
No,
you're not
they
going to get that
thought you-
far and be 100%, you know?
Yeah, they will catch you off guard on that.
Yeah, I really hate that. Minus 1 point, Pokemon Sun and Moon. I did not like that.
Surprise red battle.
Yeah, surprise red battle. It's kind of like, no, I remember Gold and Silver. I remember playing Silver and planning this entire thing out. And then
Yeah, because, like, you see him first and you got to talk to him to trigger it. But in this case, it just triggers.
But you know what? Ultimately, we should be
Instantly.
blaming Blue. Because Blue starts the conversation with you.
Yeah, it
So
was
he's being
Blue's
a
fault.
jackass
Yes.
all over again.
Even Red seemed surprised that he'd have to do it now.
Yeah.
But it was all Blue, yeah.
But I haven't done Battle Tree yet. I'll probably do Battle Tree when I've collected enough from my Pokédex that I get bored with it. All right, let's talk about Pokemon Go progress. Where is everybody? Do you have your Ditto? Do you have your Festive Hat Pikachu?
I have the Pikachu.
Oh, I
we
haven't
need
been
to keep
playing
catching
it of late.
I have my Ditto. I have my Festive Hat Pikachu. I have 2 now.
We need to actually go festive Pikachu hunting.
Yeah, I
We've
have.
got till the 29th, and I want my festive Raichu.
You can use the same candies though, can't you?
I don't know, but like I've found 2 Pikachu. Otherwise, I do not have enough candy.
Right. Okay. So you're
Yeah.
saying what you're saying is that on Friday when you celebrate your Christmas break by having a grilled burger.
I will also be Pikachu hunting.
Yes, I thought so. So you will look for the festive Pikachu.
Yes.
I like that they actually had to go on the, like actually say that the Pikachu keeps its hat on. 'Cause
Well, it's unsurprising that people would expect otherwise.
yeah, 'cause
to be
for
fair.
a lot of people were expecting it to be just it's the standard it's Pikachu, but he's wearing a hat. It's like, no, this is a different Pikachu wearing a hat. But it does mean, oh, my throat is starting to feel it now. It does mean that the number of Pikachu in general abundance has increased.
Not in general, just the hat Pikachu.
Okay, sorry. But it's still Pikachu.
It's still Pikachu.
It counts as Pikachu for all intents and purposes. I think it's the same candy.
Yes. Yes.
So not bad at all. So
you can get enough candy. If you work at it, you can get enough candy to get your festive Raichu, and also a regular Raichu, if you really want to be that kind of collectors.
Yeah.
Which I am. That
Which
is exactly
you are.
what.
Yeah, that's definitely what you are. So this is a great segue into some Pokemon news. Flash.
Ooh.
Need music for this. We really need music for this.
All right, before let's talk about let's talk about Pogo Second Gen.
Pogo Second Gen! The second generation of Pokemon have been confirmed for Pokemon Go. Gen 2 baby Pokemon have begun to appear from hatched eggs, with Pokemon such as Togepi, Elekid, Smoochum, and so on now available. These Pokemon are also evolvable, meaning you can now have your very own Togetic. Igglybuff and Cleffa have been confirmed to appear in 2K eggs, Pichu and Togepi in 5K eggs, and Magby, Elekid, and Smoochum in 10K eggs. The rest of the Gen 2 Pokedex have yet to be announced, but my bet is on January. Who's with me?
Oh, I'm in. Because remember, I predicted that they would be releasing generations every 6 months.
Yeah. Additionally, until December 29th, Pogo players will be able to catch a Pikachu with a Christmas hat, as we discussed. They have an increased spawn rate to regular Pikachu, and I've personally seen them quite often. When you evolve it into Raichu, it will still be wearing its hat, so you guys better get catching if you want to complete this collector's edition. Pogo has announced partnerships in the US with Starbucks and Sprint. Almost 8,000 Starbucks stores in the US have been turned into Pokestops and gyms, and a special Pogo edition Frappuccino is now available, which consists of a vanilla bean Frappuccino blended with raspberry syrup and freeze-dried blackberries and topped with whipped cream.
Yum.
As for Sprint, 10,500 Sprint Boost Mobile and Sprint at Radio Shack stores have become Pokestops and gyms. Sprint locations will also feature in-store charging stations for mobile devices. Finally, a new update to the game has been rolled out that allows players to transfer multiple Pokemon at once, a feature sorely desired for quite some time now. You can trigger it by pressing and holding a Pokemon in the list screen. Pokemon type icons have also been added to the selection screen before a gym battle and on the screen during a gym battle. Total distance walked with a buddy Pokemon can now be seen on the buddy Pokemon screen and the Pokemon stat screen, as well as the total number of candies the player has collected for the current buddy's species, which can be seen on the buddy screen. I have nowhere near enough Charmander candy to evolve my Charmander.
That's why Charmander, my Charmander's my walking buddy.
I know.
I might be approaching.
I can get a Chameleon, but I'm not even close for Charizard yet.
Oh yeah, no, nowhere near. I think it's 125 total to get it all the way to Charizard.
Yeah, from Charmander. Yeah. I've got 35.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it's been an interesting road for Pokemon Go. I did have a conversation
this year, yeah.
I did have a conversation with somebody who's like, "Oh man, is anybody still playing that game?" And I'm like, "You'd be freaking surprised."
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Casuals aren't still playing this game, but the true fans are.
No, but like it's really funny seeing people still playing this game out in the open.
My boss is actually really into it. He's got a better Pokédex than I do, and he doesn't know what they are.
Oh my
goodness! I keep having to tell him what they are.
Well, you're the resident Pokemon expert. You go do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is that, like I said, the Pokemon fandom is still here. It hasn't subsided. It's just playing Pokemon Sun and Moon right now.
Yeah.
And the Pokemon Go thing is like, we kind of knew that user numbers would drop anyway. It's still raking in quite a big amount of money. So some things about that promotion that should be mentioned. One, apparently the Frappuccino is really good, but as the stars really serve it, or does it?
Ours, no. We're not America.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't checked.
I've not heard anything about Australian Starbucks serving that one.
Have you heard anything about Australian Starbucks doing anything?
No. I
Okay.
think we've got like 3
Well,
left.
there are 3 in memory, but yeah. Find a store. New South Wales. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10. We have 10.
In New South Wales?
In New South Wales, we have 10. There's
New
one
South
in...
Wales is really big though.
No. We have 10, and you don't even need to leave the City Rail interurban network.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there we go.
There's
Wow.
one in
There is
one in
still
Mount Druitt.
Starbucks.
There's one in is that Manly? There's one in Manly. There are 6 in the Sydney urban area, and there are 2 2 in
Wow.
Parramatta. That's it. That's all the Starbucks.
Nice.
There's one in Westmead. The Children's Hospital has a Starbucks for some bizarre, unexplained reason.
I imagine they have a lot of people who would want coffee.
Where the
At the
hell is this
Children's.
other Starbucks? I've never seen the Capitol Square Star... Wait a minute. Yes, I have. I'm sorry. That was where a write-in was this year. There's the George Street one. There's the one... Yeah, I've seen that. There are 2. There are 2 in George Street? Are you freaking kidding me? Where's the other one? I don't remember seeing the other one. My mind is blown now.
Yeah. Boom.
Anyway, Starbucks. We should go check to see whether or not the Australian Starbucks have anything.
We can check.
I know. I mean, I don't expect them to have anything, but they might
I
have something.
strongly suspect that they will not have any.
However, they have a toffee with gingerbread latte. This thing has caramel all over.
Oh, still my beating heart.
Okay. Anyway, the other thing that should be mentioned about the promotion is that if you had signed up to Pokemon Go and you had specifically checked the little box that said you are 13 and under, or you are under 13, these sponsored stops will actually not show for you.
Ah,
Aww.
Yeah.
that's interesting.
They will not show for you if you are under 13. And I imagine that's because they're trying to contravene something regarding advertising for advertising to children.
Well, I guess that's noble.
Well, I wouldn't call it noble so much as it's compliance.
I know, but the thought, not noble in Starbucks case, but like noble in general that they're trying to curb that.
Oh yeah. They do have some rules regarding that. Interesting though. I mean, Pokemon Go had already announced their thing with McDonald's at some point. But here it's
That
Starbucks.
was Japanese McDonald's.
That was Japanese McDonald's. Here it's Starbucks and Sprint. These are sponsored deals. You are seeing John Hankey's strategy of engaging brands, taking effect now, and it is quite. It's quite the thing, right? You've got to like you got to think about it that way. It's like, all right, so we now have sponsored locations. How long are these going to be sponsored locations? Like forever?
It didn't have an end date, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
imagine not so much forever. But it is a lot of work to do it for just a short amount of time.
Yep.
Because it's not so much this as being a promotion, but as a partnership.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, Sprint is one of the major telcos over there in the U.S. And we're talking, quite a large urban network covered by Sprint as well, which is perfect for this kind of game. Like, I believe Sprint's strategy is more about network density than it is about general coverage. So urban networks in particular are like super heavily covered by this sort of stuff.
This could be useful then. It might get more urban attention then.
Yeah, I know. Imagine every.
'Cause that seems to be one of Pogo's big weaknesses, is that it's really not an urban game. Especially now that they've... Well, okay, it's not a rural game, sorry. Especially now that they've changed the nearby feature to be attached to Pokestops instead of
interesting
Pokemon
thing,
in general.
right?
It's really limiting.
No. It like hold on. Here's an interesting thing. At some point, I think when I moved out of coverage area, actually, when I moved into an area that was just outside of any Pokestops within a range, it suddenly switched back to nearby instead of sightings.
Did it now?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then as soon as the Pokestop came back into range, it went back into sightings. Or nearby, or whichever function it was that directed towards Pokestops. I found that really interesting. I still have to, I don't know if this holds up, or whether or not that was some in-server thing done by the guys at Niantic. I'll have to test it, obviously. There aren't that many areas where I am completely out of range of a Pokestop. Like, even here, you're within range of 3 on your radar, because it's 200 meters.
Yeah.
But if you are ever in a stop that is 200 meters away from any Pokestop, I want to see what happens to the screen.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would...
Let's ask a friend of ours.
Yeah. We should see what happens. That's interesting. The other thing I'm going to mention with this one, let's talk about the ability to transfer multiple Pokemon at once. That's quite a good...
Thank God.
You've been waiting for that function forever. I basically...
Oh my God, it's so painful doing it one at a time. I don't understand why they didn't start with this.
I have basically cleared out... I've cleared out like a third of my... of the available Pokemon I have on the list. And it's like... It couldn't have come at a sooner time because Ditto started appearing. So basically, I'm catching junk Pokemon like no one's business. And I want to catch more Ditto.
I haven't caught one yet.
They are funny as. Ditto are particularly funny characters in general. It's an interesting thing because it's kind of like you don't know when you catch something that it's going to be a Ditto until literally the ball stops shaking. And it'll just switch to O, and it's like, oh. Oh.
Something's happening.
Yeah. Finding out the total distance walked by your buddy is also really good. Holy crap, that's like, why did that not come in? I want to hatch.
It's nice.
Yeah. I want to hatch some Gen 2 Pokemon. To be perfectly honest, I haven't even checked the Pokédex since that happened, but I believe it goes up to. It goes past
I haven't had time to play.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna get so into it.
I can't remember how
I'm
far
a
it goes, but the Pokédex actually does extend that far. Once you get that number. What else do I have to mention here? I want to hatch a second gen Pokemon, but I have a 10k egg that I have put on that I have been too idle to actually hatch, and I need to hatch that sucker.
I need to get more hatches. I got one.
I mean, I think I remember the general agreement surrounding this was we would do 1 recharge per gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think all of your money is going to go towards hatchers.
Well, that's what I'm in need of. That, and I want more item space. Like, I can live with 250 Pokemon space.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy to deal with, considering we don't have that many individual Pokemon at the moment. But it's killing me to have only 250 slots for items.
Wait, what did I miss?
Oh, we were just discussing more Pokemon Go stuff. We were just discussing the fact that we said that every generation we would buy Pokecoins or Pokegold, or I even forgot the name of the currency. Yeah, we would buy more of that. Pokedollars. No,
it's just Pokedollars.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. We'd basically buy more.
Or Pokecoins, or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. So we'd buy more loot, basically to just buy more hatchers or whatever. And you said you would buy them for hatchers and item space.
Yeah.
Definitely item space. That's where stuff went for me. Although I am getting rid of a lot of junk stuff, so I basically like remove all of my potions, all of my Pokeballs if I have way too many of the other two variants. I think I have a lure module here. So.
I find when I get rid of Pokeballs that I end up regretting it, so I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I tend not to get rid of the Pokeballs anymore, but the potions definitely go. Like the super and hyper stay. But
yeah, I don't use them nearly enough for it to be worth carrying.
Regular pots need to go. I need more slots. One last thing that wasn't mentioned here is that there was a tech blog or some sort of company that reported that Pokemon Go or Niantic was planning to cancel the Pokemon Go Watch app.
Really?
Yeah. They were well. It was rumored that I think it was 95 Mac or something like that that had issued the report. Oh, we're gonna cancel it for Apple Watch. At which point, I think 24 hours later, Niantic replied back on the Pokemon Go Twitter account that it is still actually coming to Apple Watch. It basically doubles up as the handheld or the wrist version of the Pokemon Go Plus, which has not been restocked in Australia. I will point out, by the way, I'm getting kind of frustrated.
Yeah, I got two troublemakers with me now.
Yep, the hounds are in. And having a look now. Having a look at to what's on offer on the interwebs, I could see that the Pokemon Go Plus is going for as high as $103. Oh no, sorry, it's going for higher than that. Yeah.
On like eBay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because it's not restocked here yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a Christmas present for kids at this stage.
I know, but still.
I'm not paying that
Very
much.
frustrating.
I really am not paying that much money for that.
No. I'm not even happy about paying the retail price. That's one of the reasons we don't have it right now, is because I do not want the retail price.
Mm.
Yeah, it's totally sold out. It's like, and people, it's not even like people. What people have essentially been doing is hoard buying this stuff when they can.
Mm.
But I believe that it's being controlled now, so you can only buy one at a time. But Nintendo hasn't put anything up since the second run. Stuff is going to be made available, I believe, at GameStop for a third run. But holy crap, man! This is either artificial scarcity at its worst, or they genuinely cannot get enough of these out.
I suspect artificial scarcity because Nintendo's been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah. I keep thinking they're going to do this with the Switch, and we're going to be in a load of trouble.
It would be pretty stupid of them to do it with the Switch, actually, because that would piss off all the people making the games for it.
Yeah, actually, they need to.
Because that's how you, that's how you get that kind of money.
Yep. In the meantime, you have been trolling me by sending me pictures of Pokemon Go Plus when you see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I keep going to like dollar stores, and you go to this whatever toy section they have, and you find a lot of packaging called Pokemon Go Plus with the logo and everything, and it's just some little figurines of badly painted Pokemon. Like you'll get an orange Raichu or a blue Clefairy or stuff like that. It's hilarious. I got him really bad with that one.
Oh, yeah. I just remember something, guys, because last Saturday I went to a comic store.
Yeah.
And I found these two lovelies.
Oh, cool. The Moncole. Oh, the shiny one.
Ah,
Yep.
very nice.
The shiny Mega is just so popular right now.
Well, I managed to find these in a comic store that me and my friends go to, so.
I have one of
And
those.
oops, yeah.
I don't have the Mega Gardevoir, but I do have the Mega Ampharos, and it is pride of place on my desk at work.
God damn it, game.
So yeah, pride of place. So wow, that's a lot. That's a fair amount of Poco updates. I'm still waiting for Gen 2 to drop, but if they drop it at Christmas, that'll be
It's coming
anticlimactic.
soon.
Yeah, it's probably next year.
Mm.
All right, let's talk about something quite interesting. The Pokemon 20th movie announced.
Pokemon
Ooh.
20th movie has been announced on the Japanese TV show Ahasuta, and oh boy, is my 10-year-old self excited. The 20th Pokemon movie is called Pokemon I Choose You, and will feature Ash in his original clothing in Pallet Town, and the poster for the movie has Ho-Ho in it. Speculation is high as to the plot of this movie, with theories ranging from a movie about Ho-Ho to an in-depth look into Ash's past. All I know is I haven't felt excited about a Pokemon movie in years. It'll be released on July 15th of next year in Japan theaters.
Oh my
It looked really
god,
interesting.
when.
You look at the artwork of the poster, and it's that old school style, like the original kind of style.
Yeah.
The Pokemon. It's so nice.
What's
I'm-
the first
I'm
episode
like-
of Pokemon?
It's looking like
More or
it's
less, yeah.
based off of or
No, I'm
set
going to
in
point out
something.
that the first episode of the English series is actually called Pokemon I Choose You.
Yes,
It
that's
is, yeah.
that's part of it because
Yeah,
this
I know.
clearly is based off of like the start of the original anime, and
It's
it's really
just.
Is this a reboot or a continuation?
Really?
I can't tell because he's still freaking 10.
there's no information so far, but there is a trailer that shows Ash in his like original hat picking up a Pokeball. There's a confused Pikachu at the end, and the poster shows Ash and Pikachu looking at Ho-Ho, just like it did in the end of the first episode of the anime.
I'm going to say
That's more-
this when I actually first saw that trailer. I'm like, wait, is this a reboot or something? Or what? But apparently, I'm proven wrong. It's going to be the next movie.
Yeah, it's the next, it's 20th movie. I doubt they're just gonna show the same thing again. That's
Mm.
a pretty stupid thing to do. I reckon my theory is that Ho-Ho is going to be the main Pokemon of the movie. Whether it shows what adventure he would have had if he followed it or something, but I think it's going to be something new. Something we haven't seen before, and I think that's interesting. Because you can't then say, oh, but in the anime he never really acknowledges it. Because at the same time, he never really acknowledged the Mewtwo at the end of the first movie. And I get they explained that as they had their minds wiped, but then he met it again in like Mewtwo Strikes Back, and then he still didn't seem to know what a Mewtwo was like years later.
That's kind of wow.
I'm guessing with Ash, it's a memory selection in his head or something. I don't know.
Well, he has been hit in the head a few times.
That is true.
Like wow.
What the hell, Ash?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm very excited about it.
I
It
could
is
tell.
peak.
It's
Mhm.
like it's that sort of it's really weird hearing you to getting into movie hype, considering the last couple of movies we watched from the Pokemon series. were
Oh
like-
my god.
Blech.
Oh my god, they're so bad. It's so. I'm just really hoping that they break away from their streamlined movie checklist, where they won't have a cute little Pokemon that likes a specific snack. There won't be a generic movie villain that does generic things. The general stuff that we've been seeing in the movies lately that have just made them cookie cutter boring.
The Hoopa thing.
I'm
like-
hoping this is something new and interesting. God. Yeah, the Hoopa thing.
Please be
Hoopa was a
something
good
new and
example of that.
interesting.
Mm.
I am actually looking for the
Yeah.
Pokemon. There are Pokemon stickers on iMessage, and I cannot find them.
Pokemon stickers.
Yeah, apparently there are actually Pokemon stickers for. Oh wait, no, I found them. Don't worry.
Nice.
Okay. So is that all of the news we have this fortnight?
Yep.
Apparently.
Else.
Oh damn! It's as if they're winding down for Christmas.
Gino, you're getting a lot of lag.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Like, you're not even... We can't even hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I can hear what you're saying.
there's-
Oh, we're dropping frames like crazy.
Oh, it's starting to come in now.
Oh no!
We back? We back to the
Are
future?
we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm actually just checking to see if the streams come back. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, it's happening again. I think it's because there's a large storm near us. I suspect that's what's causing this.
Possibly. Oh, need to point out, by the way, that there is.
So bad.
Is it? Am I still coming in bad?
Yeah, it's like it just catches up every now and then.
Yeah.
Am I doing?
You're doing fine, Megan.
Ah, can't be the internet then. We're on the same network.
We are on the same
Because
network. I'm just
it
trying
was
to...
not only you that was hearing the lag from Gino's end, it was me as well that heard him do that. So
Yeah, like I can hear him speaking from the room, and on the stream it's just silence.
blah, 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 blah. It's like that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes,
Alright.
we can hear you.
I'm going to point out before I close this tab that the Speed Gamers are actually doing a Sun and Moon marathon to raise money for a charity. They're still going.
Oh, cool.
So
Really?
yeah, they are still going. So oh god, I'm about to lose my voice.
Oh no.
Also,
We should start wrapping up. So, do you want to get through your stuff?
Yep. Also, the Sun and Moon card game, the TCG stuff is coming next year. We'll give you an idea of what that looks like.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
There are.
If you want to look at it, if you want to get into it, Poke Beach has a lot of information on that right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to check out there because there's a few cards that are like I'm like, ooh, that looks good. All right, so going back to what we were discussing, we'll leave that. We'll leave that for now. We'll move on to some league news.
Yay!
Yay! All right. So the only major thing well, there's a few things to mention actually. IPL is now on Discord, and starting with IPLcast 64, we will actually be adding the Discord thing there.
Yes.
We'll be adding the Discord thing over there, which will be a stupid link. It'll be a stupid link, but we'll add it there anyway. And the other thing that needs to be mentioned is that we are looking for admin. We are looking for an admin or somebody to help us admin Discord. Like I think a fortnight ago when we first advertised Discord, holy crap, the activity was really good. It's kind of died down since. People, get back on Discord. Like, you do not just go into here chat and hope people are going to turn up. Leave messages, it's a freaking wall. Freaking, we set up
That's the
Discord.
best thing about Discord.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of annoyed because they're like, oh, we want Discord. Here you go. Where'd everybody go? Anyway, we have a permanent link for Discord. If you want to see stuff, if you want to join stuff on the Discord thing, stand by. We are actually putting that up on the IPL site as well on DeviantArt. The other thing I have to mention, you may have noticed some changes in the front page, like quite a bit. of changes in the front page.
Really?
If you haven't been to the IPL front page, I suggest you check it out now and see exactly how I switched the layout around.
I need to see this.
The other thing that needs to be mentioned as well is that the new interface is starting to come up. There are some new links in there. We now have the brand new how to join journal. We have gotten a few people in. We're still waiting for Miss Clues to join in. Hi, Katie.
But
Ah!
wrong way, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I keep getting the orientation wrong.
Well, for you, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
that
dead
way.
black.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, there's some changes happening to the IPL.
Don't push your luck, man.
Yeah, the rankings are gone. Also, I am actually still waiting for Miss Clues. You said you'd get started.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So basically,
I said I would try.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Are you trying? Okay.
Let's just keep with the news.
Right, alrighty then. Okay, so go to the IPL website, have a check at it. We're changing the layout. We are having some buttons. If you haven't been to the IPL website, the buttons should look really familiar.
I'm just seeing it now, and yeah.
So
Interesting.
we'll be adding more buttons. There's going to be a Discord button coming up. There will be a Pokemon League Twitter one coming up. Just so you know, we have a Pokemon League Twitter. What else is coming up there? There will be stuff relating to the journals, and then every event will have its own button. So, you know that the event's on. We'll also have the... actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably just have the event banner up there. Speaking of which, this being the IPLcast before the start of the new year, it is my great pleasure to announce our January event for 2017. As discussed 2 weeks ago, every month we're going to have a new event. It's going to run the duration of the month. And it's going to be different things. And this is basically just to help people get back on track, get stuff running and start the new year off. So our event is called Clink New Year's State of Mind.
You're cutting out again.
Oh my god, really?
You're back.
He's
Okay.
not for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cutting out to one person.
At the moment.
Yeah. So the new event is called New Year's State of Mind. It is a chance for people to get back and talk about. Let me put the logo back up there so you can just. Oh, that's horrible.
Yes.
So New Year's State of
It
Mind.
doesn't matter.
New Year's State of Mind will be a chance for existing traders to update the world and what they've been doing, what their team's been doing, where they've been at, and you are going to start seeing one of the new aspects of events, which are NPCs. And that includes Kamata, who is an NPC for all intents and purposes. That will include Rowan. That will include the two new GT Sin kids arriving. That will include Mana, and that will include Liam. Almost called him Milo. So the event duration is going to start from Sunday, 1st January 2017 to insert day of week here, 31st of January 2017. It's going to be a Tuesday. And that is going to run on Australian Eastern Standard Time. Well, actually, no. It's going to run on Baker Island time. So basically, when all the time zones have switched over into the 1st of Feb, that's when the next event starts. And I believe we are going to be announcing the next event. If I'm right, IPLcast 65 will have the next event announcement. So keep an eye out for IPLcast 65. Count on a preview journal come out. like I said 2 weeks ago, the way these events work is we are going to announce them first on IPLcast, so you get the big scoop, and then we are going to bring out a preview journal so people have an idea of what's coming up. It will have the bracket upcoming tag, so you kind of know what's coming in. So I'm very, very excited for the new year. I'm very excited to see what contribution people are going to bring in and the events and activities coming through. And I'm looking forward to all of the events from this point on. There are a lot of good ones lined up. I believe a lot of the framework has already been established all the way until May and June. So, and that'll keep going. So yeah, it will be good. It is looking like a good year for IPLcast and the IPL. It's just actually really funny. I had put up the how to join thing because we've obviously trimmed down a lot of rules. And a thing I have to mention with the how to join thing is some of our core rules are still actually the same. No Gijinka, no furries. You could be a person wearing a suit, but you're not an anthropomorphic animal. That's still not allowed. You cannot own Gijinka in your lineup. And there is actually a stipulation for hold-on Pokemon. You're allowed to have hold-on Pokemon if your trainer comes from hold-on.
What?
That is the requirement. You have to come from hold-on. Hold-on is so hard to get to. You have to be from hold-on.
Hold on. I don't think I've ever heard that region.
It's a TCG exclusive region.
Oh,
Just like
right.
just like the Orange Islands are an exclusive anime region, and Sevi Islands are an exclusive game region.
What about the Pokemon Colosseum ones?
Oh, Colosseum's fine. Like you can be from Ore.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. Like we've always
I've
allowed.
got one of my mighty Annas bothering me again.
So we've
It's the shiny one.
we've always allowed the Pokemon Ranger regions. We've always allowed the Pokemon Coliseum regions. We've even allowed Poketopia and all of the other a good deal actually of the other regions. Some exceptions to this, I think. I don't know if anybody's gonna play a character from Ransei, but I'd like to see one.
I don't think I ever heard of Ransei.
Have you not heard of Ransei? Megan, have you heard of
That's
Ransei?
from one of the the Poke Ranger games.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not.
is it?
Yeah, it is.
Ransei.
Yeah.
Ransei.
I think so.
It's the map from Pokemon Conquest.
And my dogs are barking for no apparent
Hang on.
reason.
So you'll have a conquest game, but you won't have. You'll have a conquest location, but you won't have ranger locations.
No. I already said that we
No,
allow all of the
he's-
ranger locations.
Okay.
All the ranger locations are legit. Rangers show up in the main games. There's no reason we wouldn't allow them.
Okay.
But yes, Ransei is one of those regions where I don't think anybody's going to come from Ransei, but I want to see somebody come from Ransei. I'm not even
The
kidding.
thing is, it's set so far in the past, it might be a bit difficult to modernize it.
I don't think it's set. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think it's actually set in the past. I think the region is just so far backward it looks like it's set in the past.
You reckon?
Yeah, I it's because you just have a feel that it's set in the past because it's similar to few are essentially transplanted. But we've seen cities that are we've seen cities in the movies that look like they're from ages ago. That are
that's fair.
genuinely not from ages ago.
That's interesting.
And you have stuff
That could be interesting.
Yeah. And you have areas in I think it's Hoenn and Johto have areas that are deliberately designed to be old. They're legacy, they're heritage regions.
Mm.
right? So it's not out of the ordinary to see somebody from Ransei. It would actually be really cool to see somebody from Ransei, in my mind, because one, you would be dressed up freaking awesome, and two, your main Pokemon would always be next to you, not in a Pokeball.
Mm.
So that would be that for me would be interesting. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why we're loosening it a bit, especially with your region origins. If you're creative enough, then you can say, "Hey, I'm from here," or "I'm from here," and I'm like, if your story is good and it's compelling, yeah, sure. But don't yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll draw the line is in you doing like you coming from a particular, justifying that you're coming from a particular region because of you like it's kind of like you just want to add this star to your character, like it's just this
Yeah,
extra
I
patch that you get.
think
I'm like, your region
I
defines who
think
you
when
are.
I think when I do start with Miss Clues, basically, because for her, she was born in like maybe like Sinnoh or Hoenn region, but then she decided to move as she got older to the Kalos region. So, and that's mostly where her more or less adventure starts in the Kalos region. So,
But it's like Kamata's from the Sinnoh region, and he
yeah.
always has had the sensibility of he grew up in Snowpoint, and then he moved to Kanto, and he's like he's got the sense he in GT Sin Origins he's clearly from Snowpoint. He doesn't freaking take his jacket off until somebody tells him. But it's that sort of like it let your region define or dictate stuff about your character as well. Like allow that to
Yeah.
happen. I think that would make for that makes for better defined characters. If you come from Ransei,
mine's still a whip at the moment, so
if you come from Ransei, you have certain sensibilities according to that region. If you come from a different region, I mean, each of the regions has their own flavor. People from Kalos are generally, stylish. They're fairly affluent in their demeanor, that sort of thing. People in Alola are loose. They hang free. They're very carefree, kind of thing. There's an easier speech. People from Johto are very respectful of their heritage, but at the same time they latch on a lot to some really cool technologies like radio and the magnetic train.
yeah. It's just I was thinking for like Miss Clues that she was born in the like either Sinnoh or Hoenn region, depending like of where I'm gonna go with it. And then when she reached about 1920 or something like that she moved to Kalos.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
so it's just a rough idea that I'm going for. So.
No, you like totally lay that out, because I think it's a good place to actually build your character from. And a lot of people just say, "Oh, I'm from here, and here's my lineup," and I'm like, no, just place yourself in the world. Actually,
It's starting again, sweetie.
It's stacking.
Oh my god, really? Am I here?
Dino.
Am I here?
No, it's about 30 seconds behind. He's actually stopped now. Yeah. Anyway.
It stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't catch what mostly you said because of that. So.
All right. No, I'm saying that let the region help define who your character is. If you're the thing about this is that you shouldn't just state that you come from a region and then ignore it. Like, tell a story. Be a citizen of the world that you come from. That's part of the fun of making an OC in Pokemon, especially, is that each region does have its own flavor. It's not let's go to region and talk to Professor Tree. I'm like, if you've paid attention, each of the professors has their own speciality.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody who's making a character, you can develop it in kind of way, like for example, what I'm trying to do is that my character Miss Clues lived in a certain region for most of her life, but decided that she's older, she'll go to another region to live on her own to be independent.
Yeah.
So you can still keep like that flavor of region that they're originally born in, but at the same time you can mix the two kind of culture regions together for that person. So that's what I think anyway. So
Any particular things to contribute to that, Megan?
No, I'm good.
Okay. But yeah, there's a how to join thing. One of the other things that I want to work on is a primer. Here's the island. Here's the different things you can find on the island. This is the HQ. Things you have to remember about the thing. Again, because we want you to feature we want you to think of this is a place. This is an actual physical place that your character lives in, that your character knows about. There's a lot of terrain and a lot of things to do and a lot of things to see and a lot of Pokemon to encounter, but this is more or less here the place, these are the people and all that. One of the major things that I want to emphasize as well is that there are NPCs you can interact with. And every NPC card we put up, besides the admins in general, the admins are going to have fairly populated stuff. Like, Kamata's one has a fairly full-on thing explaining his backstory and what he does and all of that. It's not overly complicated, just enough to set the character in motion so that you can portray him. The NPCs are going to have interaction guides, so if you look up their card and you look at the description, it'll actually tell you, hey, here's the deal on this character. This is how the character will generally act. This is their demeanor. This is what they're usually doing. Integrate that into your story. That's a prompt if you want. But there are going to be more NPCs as we go along, so you can say, okay, here we go, more things featured and all of that stuff.
Doing it again.
yes.
It's almost rhythmic, isn't it?
It's still doing it.
It doesn't like you today.
Yeah, they definitely don't. That bitrate just dropped off the face of the planet.
Oh my god.
Am I coming back in?
Yeah, you're okay. There's a bit of a delay.
Good.
I have no idea what happened, but something was trying to upload something, and I'm not happy about that. Yeah, so we'll leave it there for now. Here's the state of things. So this is the last IPLcast for the year. We will come back with IPLcast 64 on the 2nd of January. I know not many people are going to be able to be awake when that airs, but
Yes.
we'll do our best.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is going to completely cover the Christmas holidays. So I guess this is the end of IPLcast 63 for now.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you in the new year, but not in the IPL, where I will pretty much be checking every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you in the IPL until then. We'll see you on Discord, actually.
Yes.
So we'll catch you on Discord.
I'll actually get it up. I'll actually get it set up soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
So we'll get it. We'll catch you on Discord. We'll catch you on the IPL. As for the IPL cast, this is probably the last one you'll see this year. You will see us on the next year. So until then,
Yes.
have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we will see you in 2017 when it all goes crazy in Trumpocalypse.
Oh god.
All right. Before this gets political, let's end it. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year all.